Previously on the Dice Girls.
In the corner is a small family of dirt-streaked, terrified-looking gnomes. Something is out there and it's hunting our people. Gnomes just started disappearing. You see coming down the stairs a very round, red-faced man. My name's Hector, and that over there is Bastion. You see this absolutely gorgeous clockwork horse.
We had heard that some gnomes were being attacked.
Oh, I've heard 17 things about what might be happening. I wish you luck on your journeys. Be careful.
Will our adventurers make it to Narstad unscathed? Can they figure out what's happening to the gnomes? And what kinds of sounds do clockwork horses make? You're about to find out. With sugar and spice and a roll of the dice, you're listening to The Dice Girls.
You guys are on the road to Narstad, and it's probably the night before you figure that you'll get there, and you guys have a lot of trouble finding a camping spot. Camping along the way has been pretty easy. It's a pretty well-traveled road, and you've been able to find camping spots that are really just like the perfect distance from the road so far because so many people have traveled. But this last stretch of road seems a little less well-traveled and a little more difficult. You struggle a lot to find a camping spot. You finally manage to find one. It's a lot farther off of the main road than you maybe are comfortable with, but it's what you have for the evening. So you guys are at your camp, and it's starting to get dark.
Cool. then what happens?
I don't know.
That's up to us.
Then what happens?
Are we gonna sleep?
We probably have to set
Should
up
we look
camp first.
Shouldn't we maybe look around to see what's around us?
That might be a smart idea.
You with the lantern.
You with the dark vision.
Yeah.
That's right. I forgot I could see in the dark. Oh my goodness.
So, Triggus, do you see anything?
I see a lot of things.
You see you're in pretty thickly wooded area. You see a lot of trees, bushes. It's raining even harder. It's raining. Triggus, you're probably right at home in the rain.
Oh yes, this is great.
Have you ever seen rain before, Triggus?
Not from this side, no.
Oh,
Does it rain
No.
underwater?
Oh yes, absolutely. We have massive storms.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, so you're in a pretty thickly wooded area. You're far enough away from the road that you can't quite see it. It's just woods. You hear, your regular woodsy sounds, birds, maybe not super a lot because it's raining. Some rustling, just like little woodland creatures out there.
I feel like we should set up a camp instead of just
let's do that.
sitting in a clearing like, wow, it's raining, guys.
I'm sort of imagining like Rhakna just like huge sitting in front of a campfire but like drenched and like poking it and miserable. I feel like that's our situation right now, so we're just let's set up camp.
Sounds like a good idea.
So we set up camp.
All right.
And we lay down and go to sleep.
All right.
And that's all that happened.
And that's all that happened. That's fair. Do you guys all go to sleep at the same time?
I think that Rhakna should watch over
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, I think I would take watch. Yeah.
And then we can split it up. Next would be Magma. And then I could take the third.
After you've gotten a nice restful night's sleep.
Yes.
Uninterrupted night's
Yes,
sleep.
unless you would like me to stay up and see if I can make some friends. Would that be helpful?
What kind of friends?
Anyone who may wander near us.
I think you just might want to get some sleep.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take the first watch, maybe the second and third.
So Rhakna's getting no sleep tonight, is what you're saying.
No, Rhakna needs sleep. She must have her beauty sleep to maintain her youthful glow.
I don't think she knows how to respond to that. Whatever you say.
All right, so are you taking first watch?
Yes.
Okay. I want you to roll me a d20, please.
Okie dokie. Roll my fancy new D20. 12.
12. All right, so a couple hours into your first watch, you are starting to get a little sleepy. The fire has kind of died down, especially with the rain. It was hard to maintain in the first place. It's definitely died down. It's cold. It's rainy. You're tired. You're kind of nodding off a little bit, but you hear a twig snap from somewhere in front of you.
Rhakna jolts awake.
Yeah, okay. Rhakna jolts awake and she sees a pair of glowing eyes stalking towards their camp.
Who's there?
You hear a low growl.
I can't see this creature with my dark vision. Or can I? I look at it with my dark vision.
You can kind of make out its shape. Your best guess is that it's probably a wolf.
Okay, I whip out my battle axe.
As soon as it sees you moving that quickly, it's gonna leap towards you and gonna try to attack you.
Is it too late to say I gently take my axe out? Slowly and carefully? It's too late.
Are you waking your party at all?
That might be a good idea, wouldn't it?
Yes, I nod.
Okay, I get a weird feeling from a force above me that maybe I should wake my party. Guys? Do we have a code word to wake them up?
I don't know, did you set one up before you went to bed?
Nope.
Well then, nope.
We got a problem.
What is the problem, Rhakna? Do you need me?
There's a wolf out here, I think.
A wolf. I've seen pictures of them. Can I take a look at it?
From a distance.
Beautiful. Do you see its glowing eyes?
I can see the eyes, yes.
Wow. Hello. Hello, young wolf. How are you?
It growls at you pretty menacingly and takes a step forward.
Does anyone speak wolf?
No. Triggus, nobody speaks Wolf.
Shall I try to make friends?
No.
You hear another growl from behind you
Oh.
and a twig snap
Oh.
as another wolf inches closer to your campsite.
Hello.
Triggus, they aren't here to be friends.
We can try, can't we?
I don't think that's a good idea.
I think every
Triggus.
evil thing has kindness in its heart.
But, right now?
No, I'll let you take the lead, Rhakna.
While you guys are talking, and also because you flung out your axe, I'm gonna guess it happened sometime in that. Sorry, I was bad at keeping track of that. The first wolf sprang towards you, and now you're all awake. And we're gonna roll for initiative. So everyone roll a d20, because you are now in battle. Okay, Rhakna got a what?
12 plus 1.
Mara?
19.
Triggus?
17.
So actually, as this wolf is springing towards Rhakna, Mara gets to go first in this battle.
I'll take out my short sword
Okay?
and swing at the wolf that's springing.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a d20 and add your proficiency bonus with your short sword.
20.
And nat 20!
Holy crap!
Magical dice.
This battle is already going way better! So, and here's the good news. With a 20, you get to do double damage.
Oh, goodness.
So, yes. So, you took out your short sword and, like a freaking ninja, you just slice at this wolf midair. It is the coolest thing any of your partners have ever seen. It's probably the coolest thing you've ever done.
Oh, yeah.
And so now roll for damage.
It's a 1d6, so that's this one.
And roll it twice.
I thought she would just cut it in half,
4, 6.
You practically cut this wolf in half.
Oh my god.
You hear a yelp as your sword slices a nice, you get this wolf pretty dang good. He's on the ground. He's not feeling good at all. You're not even sure if he's going to be able to get up to attack again. Wow.
I'm not used to this.
Cool, thanks.
So
Well
yeah,
done.
you got this wolf pretty good. All right, so that first wolf, hearing its yelp, has encouraged the other wolf that you heard from behind you to actually leap towards you guys as well.
Thought you were going to say leave.
No, he runs away. He also leaps, and he's going to. I guess I need to figure out where you guys are exactly in your campsite. I said it was behind you guys. So, do you know, actually, Mara, he's going to come at you.
Oh dear.
Because you just almost killed his friend. So you have a wolf coming at you. It's his turn, and he's going to take a bite at you. He's going to leap at you with his jaws open. Going to try and bite you in the face. What's your armor class?
15.
He misses. He does not.
Wow.
He does not manage to bite you.
Yay.
He miscalculates a little bit, and he just sails right past you. He lands on his feet.
And I wave as he goes by.
He growls. He lands on his feet and turns around and faces the three of you again. And now it is Triggus' turn
To do what?
to do whatever Triggus wishes to do.
Triggus will confront the wolf with my longsword.
Okay. So you're going to attempt to attack the wolf. Go for it. Roll a d20, and then add your proficiency bonus.
19!
Yes. So you definitely hit this wolf.
Wow.
You said your short sword.
Longsword.
Longsword. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You take out your longsword and you swing it, and you get a good hit in on this wolf.
Mhm.
You roll for damage. So roll a d8.
Okay. 8!
Wow.
What?
We have to stop and take a minute to thank my friend Roach for sending us new dice. Because holy cow.
This is going much better.
All right, you hit that second wolf for 8 damage, and he also, it's a pretty big swing, it's a pretty big hit on him. He yelps as well.
Ew.
He's also on the ground, and you hear one more growl from another side as another wolf comes and leaps into the fray, and it's Rhakna's turn.
I don't know if I want to finish off the first one or go for the third one. Yeah, I'll just finish off the first one.
Okay, so you're swinging at the first one. He's on the ground. He's not
Yes.
in good shape. What are you swinging with?
My axe.
Okay.
8. He's on the ground.
What's your proficiency bonus?
2.
Okay, you do not. You stumble over a branch that you didn't realize was in the middle of your campsite as you swing, and you kind of just miss him a little bit. It's kind of close.
I just give him a haircut?
Yeah. Basically, yeah. He's
Okay.
still like, he's not even strong enough to laugh at you as you sail by. And that was Rhakna's turn. It is now the wolf's turn. The one on the ground, there's 2 on the ground and 1 who has just leapt in. The 2 on the ground are going to take their turns to stand up. They were prone. It takes their entire turn to stand up. The third one is going to leap at Rhakna, who has just swung at them.
You said the second one landed on his feet.
I did say that, didn't I? Thank you.
I just want to hurt us.
Yes, yeah. Rhakna some people just want to watch the world burn. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so the first one takes his turn to stand up. The second one is going to attack Triggus, and the third one will then come after you, Rhakna. So, what's your armor class?
9.
All right, so he does get you.
Uh-oh.
He bites you.
Ow.
You take 8 damage.
And I only have...
9.
Oh no. Am I dying again?
You're still alive.
You're still alive.
No.
You're not feeling
You
good.
have a health potion.
Oh.
Triggus gets knocked to the ground by this wolf. It basically lands on top of you when it leaps at you, and
Oh, no.
it bites you pretty hard. And that's what's going on there. The other wolf is coming at you, Rhakna.
Cool.
Armor class?
16.
It barely misses.
Yes.
It leaps towards you, and you step out of the way.
Cool.
And now it is Mara's turn.
I'm gonna go for the one that just tried to kill Triggus.
All right,
Yeah.
you're gonna swing at the
Yeah.
wolf on top of Triggus.
Yeah.
Got it.
6.
Oh.
That does not hit the wolf. The wolf is still on top of Triggus. You missed. You got nothing but air. You're the only one here without dark vision, so you're stumbling around a little bit. Yeah.
I can't see, guys.
You're swinging in the dark. It is now Triggus' turn.
Okay, I'm gonna use my longsword and try to longsword it off of me.
Okay, maybe you can, like, I don't know, stab under it, maybe?
Yes.
Yeah? Because it's on top of you. You're on your back, you're on
Yeah.
the ground, and it's, like, standing on top of you.
Yes.
Alright, so go ahead and roll a d20.
D20 or D8?
That's damage.
That's if you have to try and hit it first. To see if you hit it.
2.
Oh no. Oh no.
I can feel the life draining out of me.
Triggus, you're feeling pretty weak.
Yes.
You're not quite able to lift
Oh,
your
no.
long sword.
Oh no.
You can't even lift it right now. You're pretty weak, so you swing and miss. And now it is the wolf's turn.
Oh no.
Oh my god. This could be it.
I'm so sorry. Why do I keep doing this to you? Alright, so there's 3 wolves. We're gonna hang on for a second. The one that spent its last turn standing up is going to try and bite Mara. What's your armor class?
15.
Okay, it bites you.
Oh no.
Oh.
It gets you. It's gonna it lunges for your leg and clamps onto your leg. 7. That's 7 damage.
Oh my god.
It does 7 damage.
Everyone's dying around me, but I can't hit anything.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Crap.
All right, no, it's cool. And wolf number 2.
All right, wolf number 2 is coming for Rhakna. So Mara is unconscious with a wolf gnawing on her leg.
Oh dear.
Rhakna, that third wolf is coming at you. The most healthy looking one.
Okay.
And what's your armor class?
16.
It misses.
Yes.
It leaps towards you and misses. And then Triggus, that wolf on top of you,
No.
is gonna bite you again.
Oh no.
It's gonna try.
It's gonna try to bite you. What's your armor class?
9.
It bites you.
Oh no.
It gets a bite. It bites you, but it's raining and there's water in its eyes. So it doesn't quite get as clean of a bite as it was hoping for, and it does 2 damage.
Wonderful. Oh wait, I only
You're
have
still
1
unconscious.
left. Okay.
You're just not permadead.
Yeah.
And that was all 3 wolves. And so that was them, and now it is Rhakna's turn.
I'm going to,
So there's a wolf standing over Triggus' unconscious body. There is a wolf gnawing on the leg of Mara's unconscious body.
okay, one's standing and one's gnawing.
Yeah.
And then 2 unconscious people.
And 2 unconscious party mates, and
Okay.
1 wolf staring you down.
Okay.
The wolf on Mara is the roughest looking, like, super near death.
Okay, that's the one I was thinking of. Because that's the one that I missed, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm not playing favorites with my party members. I'm killing the one that has the least health left on it. I'm gonna aim for the one that's on Mara then.
Okay.
Try and finish that one off. 5.
Oh my god. We're gonna die.
This is the flying snakes all over again! No, you guys got in some really good hits. 5 misses that wolf.
Uh-huh.
It leaps over and starts gnawing on the other leg, maybe. Without doing additional damage.
It just kind of scoots over.
Yeah, it moves out of the way. Alright, now it is Triggus' turn, and you get to roll a death save. So roll a
Okay.
d20.
I don't want to look. What do I have?
What you get?
12.
12. Okay, so that's a good thing. That's your
Okay.
first check mark.
Okay.
You have to get 3 check marks.
Oh, do I do another one?
No, on your next,
Oh,
on your
okay.
next go round. So that was Triggus' turn. Now, do you know what? I skipped Mara. Mara should have been first.
Oh god.
But you're both unconscious, I think. Yeah.
It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
12.
12. All right, that's a check mark for you. Now it's the wolf's turn, and all 3 of them are
Bring it.
coming at you. The wolf on Mara comes first, decides it's had enough leg, now it wants some orc. It misses.
Oh.
pretty badly. It goes right past you and just doesn't even come close.
Whoosh.
Yeah, second wolf that is on Triggus also gets tired of gnawing on an unconscious person and comes again, and that one also misses. He runs right into the back of the other wolf, and then the most hardy looking wolf is like, watch out guys, you clearly don't know what you're doing, and then also misses. So these three wolves just dance around you, basically. It's like Dances with Wolves, but like only wolves. And they all miss, and that means it's your turn.
Sweet. Okay, I'm gonna aim for the same stupid wolf.
The mangy looking,
The mangiest,
the real weak one.
the one that was almost cut in half, but still has great dance moves.
Yes.
8.
You missed.
Okay.
Now it is, what was that, Rhakna? So now we're back to the top. It is Mara's turn again.
Oh, dear
So
God.
roll another death save.
8.
Okay, that's not great. You have one check and one X.
Oh, God.
And now it's Triggus' turn.
What do I do?
Roll a
Yeah.
d20.
6.
Oh no.
Oh my God.
Okay, not great. And now it's the wolf's turn, and they're circling back around to Rhakna again.
Okay.
The weak one, like, it tries to leap, and because it's almost cut in half, it kind of just, like, stumbles and sags in the middle a little bit.
I just want to put it out of its misery.
It falls flat on its face and is on the ground again. The second wolf. Wow. I just rolled 2 1s in a row, in case anyone.
Great.
That second wolf, he, what does he do?
He trips over the first one.
He basically trips over the first one, and, like, he trips over the first one so hard that his teeth sink into him,
Oh, no.
and the first one dies.
Yes.
You just really... Yeah, that second wolf...
Everybody's just so incompetent.
That second wolf trips teeth first into the first one, who was already barely making it. And he just, that's all he can take. He dies. And now the third wolf is
The
gonna,
second wolf for the rest of his turn mourns his
He's-
compatriot that he
he's
has
on the
murdered.
ground. He fell over into the first one.
The second wolf cries because he murdered his friend.
Right?
Oh,
no. That's a 20. That's a nat 20.
no.
Oh, my God.
The healthiest looking wolf lunges right at you. He's getting tired of all of this shenanigans. Oh my god.
Oh, no.
What is that?
Bring it.
16 damage.
Oh, no.
Cool. Okay, so I only have 10 hit points. But I have... Hang on. I have an in my other proficiencies over here, it says, when reduced to 0 HP, can drop to 1 HP instead.
Oh.
Thank God!
Wow.
I didn't know what I was gonna do! The wolf run off and leave 3 unconscious bodies! Cool!
Hey guys, it's time for another Dice Girls solo. I'm Becca, your DM, aka Wolfie Dice. These guys are super hard not to kill, but I'm doing my best. First of all, happy launch day to us. I'm pretty sure it's okay to congratulate ourselves on our own podcast, but if not, I'm really sorry. But we're super excited. Today is our launch day, which means that we are going to be picking some winners today of sets of tabletop loot dice. These guys not only have some super killer dice, they help establish school-based RPG clubs, which we just think is super awesome. So want to give a big thanks to them. We are now available on Spotify under the Dice Girls. We're also available in the Google Play Store, and very soon we should be available on YouTube as well. We want to say a huge, did I say huge enough times? I don't think I did. Oh my gosh. Huge thank you to Morgan Amerson, who is not only our latest patron on Patreon. She has made fan art for like the first 3 episodes of the show. She's given us some incredible suggestions. In fact, it's thanks to her that we are on Spotify. So we really just want to give her a huge shout out. She has been such a cool and awesome fan of our show, and we are all very, very grateful to have her be a part of it. So thank you so much, Morgan. We really appreciate it. I also want to give a shout out to the Myriad Ventures. They stream on Twitch every Sunday at 8:30, 7:30 Central, and they are also playing D&D. I checked out their latest episode before I recorded this, and I'm definitely going to go back and watch the rest of it because it was super interesting and a lot of fun. So I know in the last episode, I said by episode 6, we would all have our own microphones by the time we recorded it. And we technically do, but also a channel on our audio mixer went out. So we are down to 2 microphones instead of the 1 microphone we had before. So it still should be an improvement. But we are looking for a new mixer that is affordable and works with our setup. So we're still finding small ways to improve. We're working on the audio quality. Just want to say thank you to everyone for being really patient. If you want to help us get there faster, you could always consider becoming a patron on our Patreon page. It's patreon.com/thedicegirls. And any help that you can give our way will definitely go towards improving that audio quality. Want to say thanks to everyone for listening, and I think that's it for me. I'll try not to make these so long. There was just a lot going on this week. So that's it for me, and now the show must go on.
So I'm at 1 HP.
This is stressful.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to kill you.
It doesn't seem like it.
I know, I'm sorry.
Just so easy to kill.
God, okay.
Okay,
Yeah, so you're down to 1 HP.
and it's my turn, right?
No, not quite. It is now... Oh, it is your turn, you're right.
Okay, so if I heal or use a potion on one of my teammates...
That would count as your turn.
Okay.
But it would be a really good idea.
I might just use it on myself, too.
That might be a
'cause
good idea.
I have the
Yeah.
highest armor class, so I'm hardest to hit.
Yeah.
You only got me because you rolled a 20.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so I'm gonna use a potion on myself.
Alright, you drink a healing potion, roll your d4 twice.
1.
1.
Roll it again.
3.
Add 2.
6.
Yes.
So I have 7 hit points right now.
Yes, because you were at 1.
Wow.
Okay.
And that was your turn.
Okay.
Alright, Mara,
Okay.
roll your death save.
13.
Awesome, that's another checkpoint for you. And it's Triggus' turn. Roll your d20. Triggus is pulling out another set of
Changing
dice.
dice?
Changing dice.
I'm gonna do it with my eyes open this time. I might have better luck.
Dice vision.
Yeah, dice vision. 15!
Yes! Alright, good. Good. So each of you only need 1 more 10 or above to not bite it. It's now the wolf's turn.
Okay.
There's 2 wolves left. One of them is on the ground, so he's going to spend his turn standing up, and the other one is going to lunge at you again.
Okay.
And it really misses a lot. It stumbles over the body of his fallen friend. He's not on the ground, but he's a little disoriented because he's not sure when this fight got so bad. And
Cool.
he misses, and now it's your turn.
Okay. So that third wolf is still at full health. The
Yes.
second wolf
Has just stood up.
has just stood up, and he was already hit once, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna
He's
go...
not looking great. He's pretty weakened.
Okay, I'm gonna aim for that one.
Okay.
With my axe. And... 17.
You definitely hit this wolf.
Yay!
You swing with your axe and you feel a solid connection as you do how much damage?
1d8. 6.
With a pretty pathetic yelp, the wolf dies.
Yes.
Your axe chops right into it
Oh, thank God.
and it's dead. So that just leaves 1 wolf. That was Rhakna's turn. It is now Mara's turn.
Okay.
Mara, you got this. I'm rooting for you.
17.
All right, Mara
She's
is not gonna
alive.
die.
Conscious.
You're not conscious, but you're stable.
Okay.
So you're still at 0 hit points, but you're no longer in danger
Good.
of dying.
Yay.
And now it's Triggus' turn.
Perhaps I should
You
play
still
the
have to-
bagpipes.
You're
You're still unconscious.
You gotta roll.
Will the
You're,
rope of inconvenience be of any help to me?
you're
at this point?
unconscious.
But I try. So I roll a d30.
D20.
Okay, which one is
That one, the
again?
big one.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
want to see the 20. Okay.
All right.
And what am I doing? Just trying to save myself
Yes.
from dying.
Yes. You need one more 10 or above to be stable like Mara. And
9. Oh no, 6. Oh no.
oh no. Okay.
Somebody help
All
me.
right. So Jesus Louise. Whatever you roll next determines whether you live or die. Holy bananas. And now it's the wolf's turn. There's only one wolf, and it's coming at you again.
Okay.
The wolf leaps at you, and it gets a bite. But before it does 4 damage. Before it can sink its teeth any further into you, you hear the sound of hoofbeats.
A Deus Ex Machina.
Yes. And you hear the loud sound of hoofbeats, and bursting into your campsite is Hector's clockwork horse, Bastion.
Oh, Bastion!
Yes!
And Bastion just kind of goes and uses his head to butt that wolf real hard off of you.
Wow.
And Bastion is going to do some damage to that wolf in his headbutting, and he does 3 damage to that wolf. And you survived!
Yay!
And yeah, Bastion is now in the clearing with you, and he kind of looks at you and makes that noise that horses make. What is that called when
Whinny?
he not whinnies,
that's-
but like yeah, that one. He at you
With his clockwork
with
lips.
his clockwork lips. It sounds real metallic. It's a metallic, if you can imagine that.
Is it just like a buzzing noise or something?
Yeah, like when you blow into the mouthpiece of a trumpet, when there's no trumpet attached to it. It's kind of like that. Yeah, a little bit. And yeah, so that wolf is it's been knocked to the ground. It fell on its butt. And you're not dead.
Yay! I have 3 hit points.
And it is Mara's still unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
But you're stable.
Okay,
So
good.
you can't do anything.
Well, wait.
As long as
is
I'm
it just
stable.
is it just Bastion?
Hector is rushing into your clearing not far behind Bastion, and he sees that you're not doing so hot, and he looks at you, Rhakna, and says, "Do you have anything to stabilize her?"
Here. I've got a healer's kit.
To him.
He rushes over to you and grabs your healer's kit and goes over to Triggus and immediately starts using the healer's kit to start bandaging up Triggus and trying to stabilize him so that he doesn't die.
You've got some good timing.
I've heard that a time or two. And that the wolf is still there. He's gonna jump at Bastion, who just knocked him out, and he's gonna try and bite Bastion's metal legs.
Cool.
The wolf tries to bite into Bastion's metal leg, and it's metal, and it doesn't feel great on the wolf's teeth, and you hear a clanking, crunching sound, and Bastion's leg actually seems to be doing pretty well, and the wolf yelps and decides to slink off into the forest, and he's gone. He's met his match. He's tired of this.
I don't know much about his match.
And the wolf slinks away. Rhakna, you can tell that both of your party members are stable. They just need some good rest. Triggus looks like he's in a little bit worse shape than Mara, but with Hector's help, Triggus is going to be okay too. Hector kind of finishes bandaging up Triggis's bite wounds and stands up and he dusts off the dirt from his overalls and he looks at you and he says, "I remember this part of the road being a little rough, and after I thought about it, I thought you guys might need some help, so I started headed in your direction when it started to get dark."
I can't thank you enough. You just saved all of our lives. Your horse just saved all of our lives.
He walks over to Bastion and kind of pats him a couple times on where his metal mane is. Says he's a good companion. Are you guys gonna be okay?
Honestly, I think the answer to that is always no. This might not be the best place for us to have set up camp. Is there a better spot that
You can
maybe
drag her.
maybe you could help me drag these two? Maybe you could help me drag these two unlucky fellows to
Fellow and lady.
I couldn't think of a group word.
Folks.
These two unlucky folks to a new place to sleep for the night.
How about instead you get some rest, and Bastion and I will keep watch over the camp for the rest of the evening for you guys. It should be daylight in a couple hours. Get a little bit of sleep.
Normally I'd be too polite and try and turn down your offer, but I need this. We need this. Thank you.
It's no problem at all. And he sits down, and Bastion comes and stands next to him.
I drag myself into the tent. And just lay down wherever I'm at, just face down and go to sleep.
Hector actually lets you guys sleep for a little longer than he said. He lets you get a good full night's rest, and you all regain all of your hit points.
Yay!
All 7.
I didn't know you were so squishy. I thought Triggus was the squishiest.
No.
Yeah, so you guys, you wake up in the morning, and, it's pretty bright out. It's maybe mid to late morning, and Hector has built a campfire, and he has made breakfast for everybody.
Wow.
Hector.
He made a couple of eggs, and I don't know, what else would he have? There's berries. He's picked some fresh berries. And the smell of it is actually what wakes you up in the morning, and you all have regained all your hit points.
Are we having a party? Where did the dogs go? The angry dogs. Do you remember the angry dogs?
I definitely remember the angry
We
dogs.
remember the angry dogs.
Where have they
Triggus.
gone?
2 of them are dead. 2 of them are dead.
Oh,
They're not at your
unfortunate.
campsite anymore. Hector dragged them off for you in the middle of the night.
The third one got away, but it's all thanks to Hector here and Bastion. He saved all of our lives.
Wonderful. Hector, I would love it if you would smell my rock. It is a great honor because it smells like my mother's perfume.
Hector tries to hide a smile and tries to look serious, and he manages a half serious attempt, and he says, I would be honored, Triggus. And he walks over to you and holds out his hand.
There it is.
You give him the rock,
There it
and
is.
he takes a deep sniff of it and looks away real quick. Your mother must have been a lovely woman, Triggus. And he hands you back your lump of metal.
I think Rhakna would go and sit down at the campfire. Is Hector sitting at the campfire?
Hector, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so-
After the exchanges, yeah.
She would sit down next to him and say, "Thank you for humoring Triggus."
Triggus is a very interesting character, is he not?
Definitely. I still don't know entirely what's going on with that one.
He seems like a good guy.
Yes. If nothing else, I can definitely say that about him. Thank you again for all of this.
Yes, of course.
Man, we wouldn't be here without you. I don't know how you managed to pull that off and get here in time to save us, but man, that was something else.
Like I said, I've traveled this road before, and I know it can get a little dicey at night. So I knew you guys were traveling pretty much for the first time. I thought you might need some assistance.
You are truly a saint.
Yeah, I wasn't here. I wasn't. I wasn't conscious when you got here, but from what I understand, you did save all of our lives, so thank you, Hector.
You're very welcome. It was my pleasure. And you guys eat your breakfast?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We hungry.
You hungry. You're hungry. And after breakfast, Hector packs up his belongings and says, I must be going again. These trinkets don't sell themselves, but you guys be careful. You're not far from Narstad. You should reach it today. From what I remember of Narstad, it's been a while, but you'll be able to find refuge there.
Awesome.
And hopefully you find what you're looking for.
Thank you, Hawk. We appreciate you saving our lives.
Hector laughs. Anytime, Triggus. Anytime.
Be careful. Maybe you don't want to say that.
Yeah, okay.
We get ourselves into trouble quite a lot.
Quite a bit.
Okay, alright, that's, yeah.
Most of the time. Sometimes.
Well, you guys be careful, and I'm sure we'll meet again.
I hope so.
Hopefully under better circumstances.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Farewell, travelers. And Hector and Bastion take off. They head back south, the opposite way down the road that you are going.
Oh man, he came the opposite way of where he was trying to go just to watch out for us. Just to save our lives. What do you guys think? We should get to town as soon as possible, right?
Yep.
That's the safest place for us to be.
Let's just go.
Let's get out of here as soon as possible. I don't want to be here anymore.
Alright, so you guys make your way back towards the road to Narstad, and you start headed north again. It's only a couple of hours before you can see what appears to be a tall, white stone wall, and you assume that is Narstad. As you get closer, you notice the wall actually looks fairly new. It's not worn, it's not really, there's no moss or anything growing on it. And you see two armed guards standing outside of the main gate. The road leads right up to that main gate. And there's two armed guards. And then you notice as you get even closer, on top of the wall patrolling, you see some archers. They're walking along the top of this very thick stone wall, and they seem to be just observing the area around the outside. Before you're close enough to say anything, you see someone ahead of you. You're still a little ways back. You see a short figure wearing what appears to be a patchwork cloak, and they seem to exchange some pleasantries with the guards before the guards open the gate and let the very small figure into the city. And you guys approach the gate, and you are finally close enough to see and talk to the two guards.
Hey, how's it going?
It's a fairly lovely day. What business do you have in Narstad?
Guys, do we tell them that we're investigating gnome murders?
I don't think so.
What do we tell them?
We are here to perform.
Perform, you say?
Yes.
Where are you performing?
On whatever stage you have available. I am Triggus Garganath. You've heard of me, I'm sure.
I have not heard of
You
you.
have not heard of me.
I have not. Should I have?
Of course. Yes. I have come to entertain anyone I can, and you are the next lucky recipient of my talent.
So you're traveling performers then, all of you?
Yes.
No.
We are.
No.
You don't perform as well?
We don't, Triggus.
You don't. I have costumes.
So you don't know who you're traveling with, and you also carry disguises. He's starting to look a little suspicious.
I need to load my previous save game. This isn't going well.
Shall I play the pipes for them?
I don't think
you
she would
enjoy
enjoy that.
No, please do not. Do you have official business in Narstad? Is someone expecting you? Do you know why you're even here? He seems a little incredulous.
Time out. Do we know why we're here? It was just because one dwarf lady told us that there maybe possibly be a lead here.
That's correct, Edwina. That is a good question. I am going to have all three of you roll me an insight check, which is a d20.
12.
12.
3.
Do we add our like
Anything?
insight bonus?
Do you have an insight bonus?
I do.
I bet you
have
do.
a +4.
To insight?
Yeah. So that was a 16.
Nice. So, Mara, it suddenly occurs to you that the small figure that you saw going in before you was wearing a cloak that was eerily similar to the cloaks that Rixie and Ellie and Wimble were wearing in the cave.
Could I try to persuade the guard to let us in?
Sure. What do you do to persuade him?
But I have family here. They just moved here, and, want to welcome them to the city. These are my friends. He's new to this place. He's not a deceiving person. Those are just costumes.
Oh, he truly is a performer then?
Yes.
Roll a d20 and add a persuasion modifier. 11. Okay, all right. So the guard still looks at you a little suspiciously. So you say you have family in town.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I could maybe get in a little trouble for this, so you guys better not cause any trouble in my city.
Of course, we will not cause any trouble whatsoever.
I hope that's true. And he gives a signal to one of the archers, who gives another signal to someone on the other side of the wall, and the gate opens up, and you guys are allowed into the city.